Hey everybody, we got a blog post too earlier than we expected, and it's all about a new keyword that we've seen teased in the henchmen that were revealed on one of the streams in the past, clone. And right here in the text right away are 3 hero confirmations. A multiple man and the Stepford cuckoos, who we haven't seen before, are literal clones. Em and her sisters could transform into copies of each other. All of these use the new clone keyword, saying things like tech clone. Clone means you may gain another copy of this card from the HQ. If there are none in the HQ, you may gain a copy from the hero deck and shuffle it. Gain means put it into your discard pile. We were teased with the clone keyword with the Mr. Sinister Clones henchman that we saw, but I'm happy to see more, and along with this we have our first look at Multiple Man's common card, starting with his first common, Perfect Match. Alright, as we expected, this is X Factor Investigations affiliated. It is a tech card. I love seeing all the different Multiple Mans in the picture. Look at that, it is a 4-cost common. I guess this is the power of clone. It has 1+ attack. You get 1+ attack for each card name that you played at least twice this turn, and tech clone, which means what we said before. Yeah, note that it says card name here and not hero name, so you're going to have to play a card name twice. Would that work with something like Cheering Crowds, where you get to play the same card again? I think it would, plus it's got to work with the rest of his hero set, which we'll take a look at now. The second card here is Multiple Man's second common, Finding Myself, which obviously has a double meaning. It is another tech 4-cost, 1 attack common. Investigate for a card that has the same card name as any of your cards. You don't need to choose a specific card name before you investigate, and tech clone. Right off the top of my head, I'm imagining Multiple Man working very well with a card like Luke Cage Noir, who not only has investigate, but also looks for cards that cost 4 or more. Wow. And I like the qualifier here that you don't need to choose a specific card name, because I can see why you would have thought that. But cool, you can just look at the top 2 cards, compare it with the cards that you have, and then draw one that has the same name as one of the ones you already have. That's really neat. I'm getting the feeling of Multiple Man's card flavor in that he wants to get as many of his cards in your hand as possible without letting you straight up recruit them as easily, because they do cost 4. Very cool. But we're not done with clone. There is a new clone mechanic combined with the when recruited keyword from Realm of Kings. This is when recruited clone. Some heroes say when recruited clone. This means use the clone ability immediately when you recruit this hero. Do this right after you put the recruited hero in your discard pile, after you refill its HQ space. Use a when recruited ability only when you recruit a hero, not when an ability causes you to gain a hero or put it in your hand. So the copy you gain from when recruited clone won't make you gain more copies. Some heroes say things like when recruited covert clone. Use this ability only if you have played a hero this turn before recruiting this card. And our very first look at the when recruited clone ability is also our very first look at the Stepford Cuckoo's hero set. So we do have an X-Men affiliated hero in this set after all, and these are them. Find Mutants with Cerebro is the name of their common. It is a tech that costs 2 and has 1 attack. When recruited clone, then tech investigate the sidekick stack for a card and put it in your discard pile. A great way to get those special sidekicks in. I wonder if the rest of their hero set will mention sidekicks. It's pretty cool you get to investigate the sidekick stack, because that means you can either take a standard if you're looking for it, or you can get a better shot at getting one of those special ones. The last when recruited clone hero we get to see is the confirmation of Em as our 4th revealed hero for this set. This is her common Uncover Family Secrets, X Factor Investigations affiliated, and a covert card. 2 recruit, 3 cost. When recruited, covert clone, and then we've got investigate for a card that costs 3 as her card effect. I would guess that at least most or the rest of her hero set costs 3 to make that work, but we're going to have to wait and find out again. No exception, wonderful art on this card as well as all the rest of them. And that is it for the heroes, but we are not finished talking about clone. And yes, even villains can have clones, so let's find out what that does. On a villain, ambush clone means search the villain deck for a copy of this villain and it enters the city, ignoring any further clone effects. Shuffle that deck. If you can't find a clone copy of a villain or hero, just move on. And we get examples from the 2 newest henchmen we'll see for a while, Mr. Sinister Clones and Sentinel Squad 1, or Sentinel Squad ONE, apologies, I don't know which one it is. I've already gone over Mr. Sinister Clones in a previous video, a really cool henchman, but let's take a look at this new one, the Sentinel Squad. Ambush if there are no other Sentinel Squad 1s in the city. Clone. Fight if there are no other Sentinel Squad 1s in the city. KO one of your heroes and put this villain on the bottom of the villain deck. Now they are only a 2-attack henchman, probably because not only can they clone themselves, but they can re-enter the villain deck. Very threatening, and reusing their Sentinel KO one of your heroes effect from the core set, just ramping it way up. Wow, clone seems like a very interesting mechanic. It's hard to imagine how exactly it'll play until we get a chance to do so I hope that's going to be this month. We've seen 2 blog posts in the course of a week. That could bode well for hopes of a release in this month or maybe the next. Again, please check the description for the link to Upper Deck's blog to see the entire post, and I will come back with more information when I've got it. Until then, take care, everybody.